everybody. What a gorgeous day. I need two cameras to do a simulcast. I don't know which view is better, that one or that one. I like that view. I gotta cut that one branch and propagate those, and I might get that done today, as it's gonna be a gorgeous day and not raining. Mango will be happy. He didn't get to go out yesterday because of the rain. Sitting in a stable all day eating straw and grass. So, oh my God. YouTube and the YouTube trolls, unbelievable. On the other channels, especially the Hawaii News Now, man, did we collect more people with the most ignoramus comments. Puna didn't want all that attention. Trust me. People moved to Puna for privacy, peace, and quiet, and not publicity, mainstream media news, or any of that crap. You know, you don't go to the middle of the Pacific Ocean to have helicopters flying over you, or to have the mainstream media come with their camera crews and stick camera in your face and, oh, so how has this affected you? Well, here, see this 4x4? Bam! That's how it affected me. Stupid questions, stupid people, voyeuristic for other stupid people in other places. God, I hate it. I just get so sick of it. I have full empathy for those people who have the helicopters circling around their house. I know what it's like. It's maddening. Maddening. It will drive you mad. Your natural instinct is to flee, to get away from it. It's fuck. And always people making stupid comments. Well, that doesn't mean you should do it. You know, it's really easy to be an armchair critic, especially with Bill. The one lady, Brass Rose, is telling me like, well, lady, you don't know the man. You never met him. You know, you weren't there. You don't know the situations that things. What, are you going to be the peacekeeper and come out there and walk in between these two people? You know, people need to keep their comments to themselves. Some of them are just too ignorant. You know, if you're not there, you don't know what transpired before the stupid video. You know, he didn't have anything in his hands. Well, you don't know that, you know, Bill didn't see him just come crawling out of the bushes and they just dumped everything in the bushes. You know, if you don't live here and you come across those, people will drive up your driveway here if you don't have a gate and it's not locked. And they will get out of their car and come up to your front door, knock on the door, and see if John's here. Well, if nobody answers the door, then they don't even have to ask if John's here. They know no one's home. So they walk around the back of your house, key slit your window screen, and clean you out. If you are home, and they ask, is John here? There's no John that lives here. Oh, well, it must have been, this is before, you know, you guys moved in. Well, how the hell they know when you moved in? You know, it's just a ploy for burglars to bold-facedly walk up and check on a house and see if it's empty. You know? And if, and you know, burglars don't come in the nighttime with black ski masks on and black clothes and a pin light flashlight and sneak around. They drive up to your front frickin' door, and if you aren't home, they walk in. That's how burglars work here. It's usually an adult in the car and 3 or 4 teenagers in the back of the truck, a little pickup, or so they can run out and jump in the back, and they take off. you know, or they come cruising around and their rice burners lowered to the ground, just just like scoping it out. And if they see one, they back right up in the driveway for easy exit. You need to come and watch the action before you can comment about the action. Seeing a little clip, oh, I get my news from TV. Well, hello, enough said right there. That's it. Thank you for letting me know who I'm talking to. I'm sorry, Brass Rose, but you're wrong. You're totally wrong. As are so many people who aren't here making comments about stuff they know little about. You just get tired of the stupid opinions, suggestions. So taxing. But only if you're on, only if you go online and listen to this, or read this stupid shit. If it wasn't on YouTube, I wouldn't be reading this dumb shit. If it starts to get like Facebook, I'm going to quit. But what I will do is keep my other account happening that is private. Now that's a way to have a YouTube channel with only people you know. That way you don't get no crap. It's it's your own sanctuary, and you don't have to worry about trolls because you have no listed videos for them to troll on. Woo! I love seeing how systems work, and then seeing how systems can work for me. Not like they work for everybody else. But that, I think we got a couple dozen people now. One at a time, if, those of us in the private group know each other pretty much now. It's pretty cool. The three Sharons. I mean, what other Facebook group knows their people? I don't know of any as well. Scott knows a lot of his people, but he certainly doesn't know 20,000 of them. And I love doing the, a more intimate space thing, and that's the group of people that I will take to the studio, and that's where all the time's going to be going. I may do a wake and bake for the crowd, but it may get to be less and less on this channel, and keep this just for the public, where I go to NBC and rip them up, or go to these other charlatans and YouTuber places and rip them up. If they had an off button, I guess I'd have to just close the account, and that would turn all the videos off on this account. So when I get enough, I'm not sure what the lucky number will be, 64. If I get no more than 64, that'll be my limit. Maybe 32 might be a limit. You can see this is all combinations of 8, because 8's my number. So we need another puppy. Yeah. Oh, it's gonna be a gorgeous day. It already is a gorgeous day. Got to get some work done. I did make a mess out there on the trailer, even in the middle of the rain. Let me see. I'll give you a little peek at what I did yesterday. See, I got some fencing, and we're working on making the. I got the parts up there. I just gotta, you know, put them together. But I had to wrestle the pipes and the screen in there all by them, all together. Whee! See, I don't even know if. Oh, this is. I don't know how focused this is because this is on VGA. The ones I did last night were not on VGA, and unfortunately, they're going to take forever to load. I know it. No, I did cut a bunch of that down to open up the pond. See that big bump there in the foreground? That's not a rock. That's a piece of Keaau wood. That stuff is like mesquite, hard, heavy, and best thing to barbecue with. And I will probably use that to do roast the ram on the spit. Ho ho ho! Yeah, that would be awesome. I'd like to have that ram for my birthday feast. The Feast of the Ram. Transitioning from that will be my transition from farm to back to artist. Full time. But I gotta. Hopefully, I'll have a helper. Cindy, I think would be a good helper. I don't know if she'd help me skin a ram. Maybe. I'll have to ask her tomorrow. But I taught several girls to skin rabbits. That's for sure. Let me write that down and I'll show you. I think I mentioned that before. Oh! Alright, but so, for Allison and Jennifer and Susan and Ruda, I got your stuff ready to go. So write that down. Rabbit skinning. The essential skill that everybody should know is how to skin a rabbit. You see, it's good to be a vegetarian, but when the shit hits the fan, you're not going to be growing anything. There's not, you know, there's not going to be, you can only grow crops in peacetime. Not in war. Look over in, you know, where the war's going on. Nobody's growing anything. It's dead. But if you can skin a rabbit, you can skin a rat. And you can skin a squirrel or a cat. And yes, if you're in the Philippines, they do dogs. Oh, sorry, Jasper. The big dog. You gonna come over here, buddy? Lay down. Come on. Come here. Come here. Alright, well. Camera's facing out front. So you can go where you want to go. You see the chicken over there by Amy? Look at all the bulbs coming up in the pond. 1, 2, 3, and the fourth one's down. Boy, that pod's kicking off this year. Uh-oh, cloud. What happened to my son? Yeah. Anyway, it's funny, these armchair critics from the mainland go, you sound like you're mad. Really? I didn't know that you could hear my sound in the written word. You know, half the time I'm sarcastic. Another quarter of the time I'm facetious. And if I'm serious, then I'll probably end with you're a fucking fucktard. But I'm never upset. Phew! The only time I get upset is when the dog dies. Not much else upsets me. I mean, you can't let the helicopters upset you because then they win. What you can do is fight them. And there are ways. You don't have to shoot them. You can shoot them with a camera like I did. Those camera shots that I took, with it being that low, is all the evidence that I need. If they ever, come again, I got that again. John got them stopped from flying around HPP because they were hot dogging like that guy behind me. And I didn't have to do anything. I just gave him the videos. He was a helicopter pilot, and he is a mechanic, and so he knew the regulations. Well, Jasper, come here, over here, no, over here. Somebody had a special request for your parts. Yeah, my private group is for those who aren't easily offended. I mean, my God, people are so easily offended on things that don't matter. They don't get offended about their tax dollars killing babies around the planet. Literally, your tax dollars are killing babies, and if you vote for a Democrat or a Republican, you're killing babies. That's as base as it gets. Because tax dollars are buying bullets and bombs from the military-industrial complex. They're dropping the bombs on whoever the fuck is underneath them. It doesn't matter who they target. A bomb is not selective. It gets everyone in the area. And our leaders don't give a shit. And anybody that supports any of our leaders doesn't give a shit. Or they're blocking it out because something is on TV. And this is why I don't even like to deal with the public in general, because the public in general is for the war. If you're not against it, you're for it. And if you ain't speaking out against it, then you're complicitly for it. And I've spoke out against war my whole life. My hair down to my asshole is my finger at the establishment saying, fuck you, you're wrong, no war, you're wrong. It hasn't changed in 50 years. I mean, and to me it's crystal clear. Because I don't have the society's blinders on. I don't have the PC card in my pocket, and I sure as hell don't have the indoctrination badge. You know? Good morning, girl. Good morning. So did everybody get their bombs in? Well, you don't have any X-rated parks we have to, like, fuzzy out, do you? Yeah, you're such a love. But you stinky love. You need to take a shower. You want to take a shower? Yeah, you want to take a shower? I think your butt's in the picture. Go on, go lay down. So yeah, I am so sick and tired of the dumbness. That's why I'm over here, to get away from the dumbness as far as I can. And still have access to, you know, a market that can supply the basics. There's a lot. You know, we don't even have, you know, I can't even tell you. That box of, you guys that sent those 2 little goodie boxes, that most of that stuff you can't find on the island. Well, definitely a lot of the paraphernalia stuff. We do have head shops, but not like California or Oregon or Colorado. My God. Oh my God. The Magic Theater was the head shop in high school we used to go to on El Camino Real in San Mateo. And I used to sell ceramic pots there also. Gene and Sal were the guys that ran that. And I think they still do. I'm not sure. I don't think I have any viewers in San Mateo. But if I do, go down to the Magic Theater and say hi to Gene and Sal for me. They'd remember me from '69. I bet you they still have one of my ceramic pots in their glass case, probably holding a bunch of rings or silver rings or something, you know, little finger rings, as a display vessel. I bet you they do. Yeah. God, that was such an awesome time to be growing up in that area. The Bay Area, late 60s, was so happening. And I was as adamant about the Vietnam War as I am the global war that we're in now. I mean, you know, we don't have one country. We're at war with how many countries right now? They don't even tell you about all the wars we're fighting in Africa and Angola. And Jesus, oh my God. You know, the whole AFRICOM. We're in so many countries in Africa. But there's no media coverage. Because it's all advisors. No, it's mostly mercenaries and SEAL teams and you know, strike teams and assault teams and drone teams. We don't need to have 100,000 people on the ground in Africa. It's a tech war. We got drones, and we just you know, villages. It's like God coming out of the sky to these people living in grass huts to have a bomb just happen. They don't even hear a plane. They don't even hear anybody driving down the road. They're living their life, and all of a sudden, kablam! They're lit up. Now, who the hell is a terrorist on this planet? Yes, there are criminals running around with machetes chopping off limbs. But they can't even bring in the terror that a bomb from heaven can bring you. Shock and awe, as that traitor Bush said. It just digs in my craw, the fact that these war criminals are still alive with Secret Service protection. Holy you know. And the millions of people whose lives they've ruined, and they get to live in adulation and exaltation from their media crowd. Oh, it's so sick of a society that adulates and honors war criminals. We are so screwed. We are so far up shit creek without a paddle. That was my political group in on Facebook, was the Shit Creek Yacht Club. I might change my other group to the Shit Creek Yacht Club. For those of us that know that we're up shit creek without a paddle, and we're just you know, enjoying life until whatever happens, happens. and hope that it's your peaceful death before it's the apocalypse. One of the apocalypse. It only takes one apocalypse to destroy society. Society will self-implode if anything happens and it lasts longer than 3 days, because the shelves will be empty in a day and a half, and society will break down with a speed like no one's ever imagined. Not in our country. Other countries have seen societies break down and collapse. America doesn't follow that so much. They'll give you a 20-second soundbite on the nightly news, but that is so controlled and contrived that you only get such a snippet of a piece of the picture with a narrative for the MIC and the corporate sponsors. That's all it is. Anybody that tells me they get their news from the TV, deep in the cognitive dissonance. Well, sir, I was wondering if you were coming out. That makes all three of you. Yes, sirree. Right on time, buddy. Right on time. Yep. Back him up. Watch it. Watch it. You think you're a dang puppy. I swear. Go. This looks like a big puppy. Amazing, that boy. 9 years old and walks like a puppy. No hip dysplasia in that guy. Where are you going? What are you going over there for? Hey, Zircon? No. No. Come here. You don't go over there. You have no reason to go over there and smell that. Okay, lay down. All the way. That's a good boy. You're a good boy. Yes, you are. Don't bang. Watch your foot. Watch that monster paw. Watch your big nose. Go on. Lay down. You're such a nut. You're such a nut. You're such a nut, boy. So, yeah. Yeah, stop the damn helicopters. We need to have a ban on tourist helicopters. What a disgusting. Over the Grand Canyon, okay, if there's no tribes living underneath you. But, blatantly over residential areas, there's a county ordinance. I don't understand why it's not being enforced. Or did the county ordinance, expire or something? Boy, what are you doing? Want to sit down? Sit. Sit right there. No, back up. See, when you do that and then you come stretch out, that's how you're going to knock something over. Alright. Just be careful, okay? We're lucky this camera is still working. Beat the hell, though. The casement's not even aligned up anymore. It's like driving on a pickup truck that's got scotch tape holding a fender on. Pee-yee! Well, I sure hope that stink dies down quicker. Well, so if it doesn't rain too much, we'll probably go play with the trailer some more. And we'll see you guys later. Go 5, 6, 7, out. Okay, well, I think it's working. Sunday. Yeah. The horse and the sheep and the goat are already out. Screw gun. You know, I can't find my other screw gun. It's a good thing I got two, but I don't like the fact that I may have one sitting out in the rain somewhere. So we got baby girl here. We're gonna well, unfortunately this thing fell apart. Everything's not ever as easy as you want it to be. I need to get some zip ties. That way you can move a piece, tie it, move a piece, tie it. And actually, instead of wasting zip ties, I can use bale ties. Recycle. Save the zip ties for electrical. This here I can just waste. Hang on, buddy boy. Got two major things going, okay? Once I get this ready for the sheep, then I'll go back down to the kennel. And, yes. But you know what? If it doesn't rain, I can get them both done. I can get them both done today. Should be able to. Okay? And now we got a tail that we can use to tie the screen on later. Alright, let's get this guy. Right. Okay. Oh, let's get back. Right there. Right there. Now I'm going to use this whole piece of string to bind this. Just like you were lashing bamboo together to make your Swiss Family Robinson treehouse. Again, figure 8. Around. So yeah, you missed a poop. You know, when I'm in the poop thing, that's the best time to think. When I'm shoveling poop, genius really comes out. You're going like, wow, that's a shit of an idea. But what was I thinking about? Oh, commercial versus fine art, and what's a true artist as opposed to a commercial artist, and purely my opinion, that a true artist doesn't give a rat's ass if he sells his work. It's not about an audience. It's the same, you know, creating is the same as breathing. There's no difference. If you're locked away in a room and all you got is your imagination, that's all you need. And I put that to the test too. So, yeah, buddy. That's what I'm talking about. So, now this one on the top unfortunately broke, and unfortunately that one broke off too. But I can put the pipe in the hole and in there. So this back over there, and I'm going to need a pipe to go all the way across. Oh, slooky, slooky, slooky. And hopefully fill this up with rock on the way back from the sheep. I don't know if, I don't think Scott's been down the Puna Rock yet. I was going to use these gates, but they're 4'10", not 4 foot. If they were 4 foot, they would have been perfect. This is the kennel I'm going to use down there, and I kind of hate to do that because this is the one I use for puppies. This is my puppy kennel, but I could always get another one, I guess. Alright, so we need straight pipe. I got some right here. This is the perfect one right here. That's the one. And yeah, so I'm going to pull all this stuff away and start from a new platform, and then make a beautiful spot in memory of Amy. Amy's place. I'm gonna milk the goat this afternoon, I think, too. Getting kind of full. Alright, so if we can go under here, stick it in there, and all we got to do is pull this out and jam it in there. And oh man, jeez, couldn't be any better than that. If I can get a, yeah, well, it could be better if I can get a screwdriver or a hammer, or just pound it and it pops right in there. Ha! Beautiful. That's what I'm talking about. Now, don't you jump out. Alright. Alright, now we got to tie these down so they stay in place. Okay. Ties. And this one here, we want to tie from this corner up here, since we don't want it to pop out. Let's tie this one down to this tie and keep it from jumping up and jumping out of the hole. But by the time this whole thing is tied down from 20 different points, it's going to be pretty tight. And not using any cost of any materials. Everything here is reused. This kennel was ready for the dumps, but it's got a long ways to go before it's going to reach the dumps. It's going to be reused and reused again and reused again until it's so rusty that it crumbles in your hands when you take it to the dumps. Heck, when we were kids, we used to want to go with Dad to the dumps to see what we could find. You know, stuff on the ground. And you weren't supposed to. You know, he goes, don't do that, we're going to get kicked out of here. Because that's their stuff. They have employees that go around and that's their garbage. Once you pay them to let you put it there. I'm going, wait a minute. If you paid them to put it there. Anyway, since we didn't live that far from the dumps, we go out there at nighttime. and rummage. I got get up at 3 or 4 in the morning, me and my younger brother, the wife beater. We go and sneak around in the dark, see what we could find. So we were recycling pretty early. And yes, technically you could call it we were stealing, but we were stealing garbage. You know? So how poor were you? We used to go to the dumps for toys. Yeah. Well, we didn't go for toys. We went to see what kind of stuff we could get. You know? Me, I was looking for brass and, you know, metal parts, tools, antique woodwork, because I could spot a broken sewing machine casing from 100 yards away. On the old sewing machines, even if everything is busted, if they're good ones, at the very end of the whole thing is falling apart. The laminated carved pieces on the front, that's what I got on the front of my fireplace in my living room right now. Because those are over 100-year-old wooden carvings. Somebody carved those things. They weren't mass-produced in China. Alright, we're going to do another one here. And we're going to do it like this. Just like that. So, alright, you go like this. Do your shoots just like you're making a bow tie, but you keep both pieces in there like that. And then you put this around there and come up and go like that. And cinch it down. What are you doing, girl? Get out of that mud. Hey! Out! Out! You better go get in that house or I'm going to put you on your runner. You better go get in that house. Go on, get! Yeah. Anyway. This one's holding it up. There you go. Now this one's holding it up right there. Okay. Okay, that's got the back covered, the top covered. Now we need to do both sides in the front. Alright, now if I run a piece 2x4 across here and plank that, or a pipe, I could run if I have another full-length pipe, but we could brace it in there between here and the front, like you make the popsicle sticks like this, put tension in it, then we could strap either, I got that piece of fence right there, that'll definitely cover the front. I could chop any one of these pieces of 10 in half, but I don't think I'll have to even do that. I'm sure I'll find something else. Yeah, if I could have, it has 6 sides, that kennel, so it would have gone doom, 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 boom, perfect inside that. But when I came over and measured it, it was like, no, sorry. These are too long. Those are too long. We need to separate this. start taking this apart. Let's see what we come up with. That's a good piece there, boy. That would make a. That's a roof piece. I can see that being a center roof piece on the next thing that I build, and all of this stuff will be recycled. Not in the way it was intended, but definitely in an erector set kind of way. I will put it back together in another way. So this should be fun. You guys are going to watch me clean up the mess. Oh no, there's a screw gun. Which one is that? Oh, that's the one, the second one. Oh, crap. Someone left the electronics out in the rain. So I need a helper. Still works. Yeah, these ridges are pretty good. I'm co-signing the ridges. They, but still, I don't know where my other one is. That's, boo. Not good. Not good. Like when we were young, you know, we were supposed to put all the tools back at the end of the day. I flunked that part of the class. Oh, and Dad, you know, hell hath no fury like Dad and his missing tools. Where's my hammer? I don't know. Oh, unfortunately, this doesn't cut rope or bungees. Need a knife. Well, not for the bungees, but for the rope. Unfortunately, well, maybe. I don't think so, though. No sharp. Thank you, and I don't have to bend over while I mess with this knot. I mean, this thing was sewn together with bungee cords, rope, whatever. How many years old is this thing? And it was used when I got it from a neighbor down the street. And sardonyx used to bust through this kennel to get to the girls. Come on, man. There we go. Shut up. One more. Oh! See me bend over? That wasn't bad. That's another one like that one with a big long cord following it. Okay, so I think we're down to the nitty-gritty. This does look like it will come off. Yes. And this looks like it's going to break off. And that's the one I can use back there. Playing in the mud. And there is some fence that we can put on the side. Do realize that my hands are in mud that's made from years and years of old dog shit. A comforting thought. Come on. Come on. I can't brace it on there if you're going to break off too. Pew! There we go. Alright, that's the one I'm going to take back there. these guys here, I'm going to go in the supply pile. This is going to be nice. And something more permanent. This. I don't want to have to do it again. But I've been wanting to get to the side of this building forever to clean it up. But with the kennel perpetually there, not easy. Alright, let's put these guys over off the side of the road where they won't get run over. And that orange cord is perfect. That's the safety line. You can go over there, and you can go to the trailer, and you're about fire pit kind. So you go there. Let's see how easy it will be to extricate this guy. Alright. Right there. Okay. I was watching Vladimir on his channel, Invincible Extremes, and he's working on his Bronco's electronics, which is cool, meaning, hey, that means my electronics. Yeah. Yeah. Nothing like having a good mechanic. Doesn't take an arm and a leg. Okay. So now we got let go. Thank you. This piece actually itself will probably do both sides. I cut it the long way. Alright, so I'll grab it like that. It's like a suitcase. And we take these guys, put them together. That's your other suitcase. Efficiency of motion. You don't want to go back. You know, I've had helpers that would make this in 3 trips. They'd actually pick up that pipe and carry it by itself and then come back for the 2x4. They need help with the fence. Alright, so pretty sure that will be long enough to go all the way down the back. This one here, I'm going to go like this. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We're working on it. And like that. Pull this up. It could be shorter, but it's all right. Oh, slipped off. So put it up that high. Where I want it, and then there. Okay, there. That's how I want it. Now we got to tie it there. Tie it up. Keep it there. And we have a screw on this side that we can use. go round and round. That keeps it from going up and down in place. What's that song? Round and round, up and down. Everything is lyrics to a song. Okay, it looks like I used all those strings. Plenty more where that came from. Oh. Whee. I shouldn't toy with the illiterates online. It's not really fair. They can't help it that they, you know, they learned words on the comment section, so they regurgitate things they don't even know the meaning of. which is funny, and they project. It's so crazy how ignorant the world is, but I blame our country more than any other country, because, you know, we pump stupid Madison Avenue fake lifestyle around the world in reruns, you know, from McHale's Navy to who knows what. It's just, it's propaganda is what it is. Trying to sell the American dream, which is a nightmare lie, because it's only a dream if you're an oligarch. And news for them, it's not a dream even if you have all the money in the world. Your kids still overdose like anybody else's. And probably at a higher rate because they can't deal with it. Especially when they realize their parents are crooks and they own stock in Teledyne. Anybody with a conscience would say, you know, gee, Mom and Dad, you suck. You know, you can't pick your parents. I was really lucky. Two of the best parents somebody could hope for. And, you know, my dad was a stepfather, but he was a good man. There were times I hated him. There was a time I would have stuck a knife in him because he smacked me in the head one time. But that's on the heat of the moment. He lost the race between him and my mom, because we were in the Ford station wagon and he was in the VW bus. And he couldn't do the passes like my mom was doing in the Ford, and he was getting pissed off because he was losing. That was pretty funny. And at the front door, I don't know, I'm a wisecracker, right? So I'd probably say, you're a loser, something like that. And, you know, he's got the adrenaline pumping in him from driving, because when you're racing, your adrenaline pumps, because that's fight or flight thing. That's why road rage turns into that shit. You know, I was a victim of road rage from my stepdad. That's funny. Even before the name was even coined. How about that, huh? Ya ticha. Well, I don't know if this is timing out or not, because I don't have any glasses on. And it looks like 20, pretty close. So that's pretty funny. That was just like, I wonder how long this has been going. And I look down there and it's 29, 43, 44, 45, because it goes out at 29:49 is when it times out. But you can start it again. And I messed up last night and didn't do the VGA setting, so long ass uploads to the yesterday's stuff. Alright, well this is good enough right here, because tailgate up, they're not going to get past that, and I can flip it up to get them in. So we need to do side panels and a little front panel, cover up that stuff. So chickadoo. So yeah, as soon as I get a certain number of people that I like, then all this stuff's going to go on the other channel, especially when I get the new camera. No matter how I get it, but when it comes and I start doing photography, it's not going to be on this channel. No. It's going to be on the studio channel. And the Johnny Come Latelys, I'm still waiting for the stragglers that have made comments but haven't heard videos or requested to check out the art yet. There are another dozen or two. Alright, we're off to harness because I've drawn first blood, and I'm pooped out, but we got it. Got the side strapped on. We'll throw in some more ties. We got more ties here, but we got both sides cut and stuck. So the more and more if you can shake the whole trailer by shaking anything like that, your tie down is right. So I just need that little piece there. I'll throw over the front, and then I'll throw a tarp over the whole thing so they don't get spooked by traffic and shit. But that's it for me for now. It's Sunday, see? Sunday's no different than a Monday. Your weekend's no different on a farm. What's a farm all about? Blood, sweat, and tears. But it's the blood, sweat, and tears that make life worth living. I tell you, I'd hate to be doing blood, sweat, and tears for some employer somewhere, some job that I hated. I wouldn't do it. I've never done it. I couldn't do it. It's not my DNA. That's in my DNA, right there. Green thumb. Even in the neighborhood, in the backyard in Shoreview, we had ducks. I grew corn. When I brought corn to the table, I had like 2 little dwarf ears that I boiled up and put on my plate, and everybody else is going, "Where's our corn?" My stepdad goes, "Did you plant any seeds? Did you pull any weeds? Huh? Then I guess you don't have any homegrown corn." I love the matter of fact. There it is. Alright, well, I'm going to go cool down. We hope.